Hey, my name is Florian. Most of my friends call me Flo. This is my YouTube channel called Championship Rounds, where from now on you can get informed about the world of combat sports, especially mixed martial arts. To give you some information about me first, I'm 30 years old and I live in Germany. As you can probably tell by my, I guess, noticeable accent, I'm a big MMA fan and have been following the sports for over 10 years now. About 3.5 years ago, I started recording a podcast with a friend. UFC 252 here behind me was the first event we ever talked about. Later, I continued the podcast with a German UFC commentator, but over time the project became too time consuming for him, but I kept running the channel myself. Instead of recording podcasts, I started producing a news format, which was unique in Germany. We have some content creators who make short videos about one topic, talk a bit, and I would say simply summarize headlines, but I reported comprehensively about all the news of the sports in one compact video. I provided sources, tried to expertly give context to information, and didn't just focus on McGregor and Chimaev. For me, it simply became a routine to inform myself about the sports daily, read articles and listen to interviews, so summarizing that seemed just logical. It was a lot of work to produce those videos, but it also excited quite a few people. I am also convinced that I would like the format as a viewer. The problem, however, was that the sports in Germany hasn't yet produced too many die-hard fans who really want to know the details, especially not when it comes to athletes or organizations outside of the UFC or outside of Germany. I think there unfortunately are more people everywhere who find it more interesting that McGregor insulted someone than what's going on in the antitrust lawsuit or what Don Davis is planning with the PFL. But when the potential circle of detail-loving people is really small, click numbers for such a news format are simply lacking, which led me to stop investing my time rather than become the next guy who makes one video out of some statement by Chimaev and skips stories that might interest myself but probably aren't fitting for the general public. Also, I didn't want to stop recording one compact video packed with information, even though many small ones would probably be better for reach, simply because I personally would appreciate my content as a viewer. Many of you can probably guess by now, I hope that my format could reach more people in English. There are people from Germany who don't understand English very well, but most of my truly enthusiastic followers can probably also watch in English, but in theory I can reach more people from, I don't know, Indonesia, Sweden or Mexico. To be honest, it will definitely be a challenge for me. Recording this video is quite a challenge. My English is average, I would say, but since I work with a teleprompter, I feel pretty confident about it and see it as an opportunity to also become more confident in my English speaking presentation and such. If you notice any mistakes, words used in the wrong context, grammar mistakes, incorrect pronunciations. For instance, I only recently learned that you don't pronounce this word as hyperbole. I'm still skeptical, but I appreciate such corrections and will not be annoyed by them. So from now on you can expect a video every few days in which I summarize news from the world of combat sports. I display sources for most things so you can get a sense that I refer only to reliable journalists. If there are only rumors or only doubtful information on a topic, I'll just name that transparently. Especially if you're just employed or otherwise busy and don't want to spend forever going through countless MMA reports in your free time, I guess this format is for you. Also, if you are someone who just follows Ariel Helwani, ESPN, the UFC itself and one or two fighters on social media because you don't want only MMA on your timeline but actually want to be informed, subscribe to this channel here. Every few days, 10 to 15 minutes and you are up to date as a fan. That's what you can expect from the Championship Rounds.